You can understand English, but you cannot speak. That's a very common problem, and as a non-native English speaker, I faced it as well. And that's why in today's video I'm gonna reveal to you all the possible reasons for it, and also I'm gonna give you solutions of how you can change this situation. So you will be finally able to speak English or any other language you want to learn. But before we start, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to progress in language learning with me, because this is the way you can see more videos like this in the future. So with that being said, here we go. The first reason why you cannot speak is that your passive skills are more developed than your active skills. The first reason why you can understand but you cannot speak is that speaking and writing are different types of skills than listening and reading. So, in other words, your passive skills are more developed than your active skills. And what does it mean? So, to understand it, let's focus on your passive skills first. Passive skills are responsible for understanding the language. And you can practice those skills by being exposed to the language. So it's all about listening and reading. And it's pretty natural that you have much more opportunities to practice those skills as a language learner. Most of us started learning English at school as a second language, and school education is mostly focused on developing those skills. So you practice a lot of reading and listening, but probably not enough of speaking. And also, if you self-study a language, it's so much easier to find an interesting YouTube video or a book to read in a foreign language than to find a language partner that you will get on well with, or somebody who will correct your mistakes, right? Your passive skills are necessary to maintain the conversation. So it's actually a good thing that you can understand English, because to respond to a question or to what other person says, you first have to understand them. So this is the first step that you've already achieved. So now let's talk about the skills that are necessary to improve your speaking. Your active language skills are responsible for producing the language and creating your own sentences. So how well you are able to express yourself is dependent on those skills. Speaking and writing are the same types of skills because they involve generating a language and creating your own sentences. So if we know that, what's the solution? The first solution is to improve your speaking by improving your writing. So from my own experience, I have to admit that when I focused on improving my writing, it had a big influence on my speaking, because those two skills are connected. Both of them are based on producing the language and creating your own sentences. So this is what I recommend you to do. Start writing. Start telling your own stories in a foreign language. You can start journaling. You can write a summary of a movie that you've watched or a book that you've read. In this way, you're gonna learn to produce the language and you're gonna practice your active skills. I know that many people will say right now that speaking is still different than writing, because when you write, you have more time to think everything over, to check your grammar mistakes, for example. And that's right. But the thing is that over time and by practicing, you will notice that you are so much better at expressing yourself and that you are able to think faster. Another difference is that when you write, you can always look up the word in a dictionary, and when you speak, you don't really have time for that, and sometimes it's also inappropriate to do it, right? That's why it is so important to write down new vocabulary that you had to check while writing and learn it by heart, because there are high chances that you will need this word again while speaking when you want to express something similar. The second reason why you cannot speak is that speaking a foreign language is unnatural for you. When you don't speak a foreign language on a daily basis and you don't try to pronounce new words, your problem may also be that it is very unnatural for you to speak a foreign language and to produce different sounds that sometimes don't even exist in your native language. And this is because you are not used to it. You are not used to saying things out loud. You are not used to imitating a different accent. You are not used to pronouncing new words. And also it may seem very strange to you to hear how you sound in a different language. So what's the solution for it? The solution for it is to practice saying things out loud on a daily basis. So whenever you come across a new word, check the way it should be pronounced and practice it. Say it out loud. Maybe create your own sentence with this word. Shadowing can be also very useful in improving your pronunciation. And this technique is based on repeating words and sentences after a native speaker. And you can easily do it with a YouTube video, for example. So you can pause a video and try to repeat what you've heard. Try to imitate the way native speakers say things, because in this way you can eliminate your pronunciation mistakes and also improve your accent. The thing that not many people notice is that through listening you can also improve your speaking, because through listening you can learn how to pronounce certain words. So when you are used to listening to the foreign language, you know how this language should sound, and that's why you can be more confident while speaking. The third reason why you cannot speak is that you are focused on perfection. Your problem may also be that you are focused on perfection too much, and that's why you are unable to speak. So before you say anything, you look for the best grammar structures. You look for the best words to express something. And it simply takes too much time for you to create a sentence, and that's why you are unable to communicate eventually. Another problem connected with that is that you are not confident while speaking, and it's not a pleasant experience for you when you are focused on saying everything perfectly and on not making any mistakes. So the reason for that can be that you are afraid of being judged by other people or saying things wrong. But what's the solution? The solution is to focus on communication. So the way to solve this problem is to focus on communication, because at the end of the day, this is the most important thing in language learning, that you can actually connect with other people and that you can speak fluently and confidently, even though you make some mistakes. Because you can eliminate them only over time and by practicing. I know that if you are a perfectionist, you want to sound more advanced in a foreign language, so you always try to look for the best grammar structures and the most sophisticated words. But the thing is that you can communicate a lot with the most basic vocabulary. So don't think too much, focus on communicating, focus on connecting with other people, and I think that this is the best way to start. Those are all the reasons why you can understand English but cannot speak it. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and if you have any questions or you would like to share your experience, you can do it in the comment section. If you like this video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and also check out my other videos. For example, this one visible on the screen right now. It is about how you can use AI tool, which is ChatGPT, in language learning. Thank you for watching this video, and see you next time. Bye for now.